YouTube, what's up, what's up? Squad Boys Company in Medlock here. Medlock Trucking and Transportation. Good morning from Breezewood, Maryland, PA, right there, that interchange somewhere there about. Boy, have I had a interesting week with shippers. Had my first accident. Nothing crazy. Just following directions that I should have went with my gut feeling, but anyway. And then I got a little update on training. So yeah, first thing is I want to talk about was anytime you get these appointment times to these shippers, receivers, always double check and make sure that they are the actual times or appointment times that you're supposed to be there or not be there. Sometimes the fleet managers know, sometimes they don't. I ran into a situation where I had an appointment for 11:59 down in South Carolina at a Albert's Organic. And I show up, they said, I asked my fleet manager when I was about an hour and a half away, which I always do. I said, how early can I drop? If it's a pickup, how early can I go in and pick up? And he said, I will go in ASAP. You know, he said, you can go in there ASAP. So I show up around about 4:45, 4:30, something like that in the afternoon. Now, mind you, appointment is 11:59 that night. So I get there and the guard comes out and says, hey, we're not open. The plant's not open. I'm like, what you mean the plant's not open? He said, yeah, we don't open till 10 p.m. the next day. I said, oh, well, I have an appointment at 11:59. He said, yeah, there's nobody here. I was like, verify the address, the company, make sure I was in the right location. I even had the fleet manager working that day because it was a Saturday. Ping my location to make sure I was in the right location and everything lined up. So yeah, apparently they share the location. You Unify and Albert's Organic, if you're ever down in South Carolina, they share the location. So Albert's works, well, let me not jump ahead. So I come back the next day at 9:45, appointment's supposed to be at 10. They be like, yeah, you're here for Albert's. I said, yes. They say, Albert's doesn't open till 2 a.m. So that was the other thing that pissed me off. So then I find out they share the location. So Unify opens from 10 p.m. to 4 a.m. Albert's Organic opens at 2 a.m. And I don't know when they go home, but they open at 2 a.m. Big difference. It was a wasted day. I had it all planned out that it was the end of the pay week. I wanted to get in at least 2 more loads, possibly 3, because I've got it up to now that I'm doing like 550, almost 600 miles a day that I know how to, manage through and get these loads done. But that didn't happen. So, while leaving there, you got to go around. It's like, 11 o'clock at night by that point. And he says, go out, turn around. And then when you leave out of here, to the right, you'll see some trucks. Go down by the train tracks, turn around and wait in line. Those are the people waiting for Albert. So I said, hey, there's a sign right there that say, don't go right. He said, yeah, that's just for car traffic, but we send trucks that way all the time. And now, let me tell you, I've been to a lot of places where they have signs up, say no truck route and stuff like that. And it's just solely so trucks don't park there overnight. I've been confronted a few times. Say, hey, nah, you can go there. We just want trucks to ask permission and stuff like that. So we have signs up to try to deter them from crowding up our area. Sometimes they block driveways and stuff like that. So if somebody does let you park overnight, just be mindful of park out of the way, not near a driveway, not where someone can get in and out, because it kind of ruins it for all the other truckers out here. So in doing so, I did what the guard told me to do and made the right, and I ended up catching a boulder, and it somehow went perfectly under the trailer, and got me stuck. So had to have a wrecker come out and literally slide me over. The only damage was the windskirt and airline, and he fixed that with no problem. But nevertheless, like I said, I'm human. I'm not perfect. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have trials and tribulations and ups and downs and stuff like that, and even mistakes. You know, I should have went with my gut and just went back out the way I came. That lesson learned. So if you ever go to Alberts in South Carolina and the guard tells you to go right, do not go right unless they move them boulders from there. What else I got? So nonetheless, 2 o'clock came. I got loaded, unloaded. Very tight parking too. Very tight parking. They got a gazebo where you do your setup, so it's kind of hard to set up and move in and back in. Like, not a good place to drop off or pick up. I mean, very I mean, the spots are actually tight too. Yeah, that's all I got with the delivery. So update on training, because it's due to a lack of trainers or shortage of trainers. They pushed the training, I guess, qualifications back. So instead of being 6 to 9 months or whatever out before you can train, I'm actually eligible to train the 21st of next month. So being said that, I do have a couple people that have asked me on my channel, when am I going to be able to train? So I probably won't do it next month, because I do need to take the H2 class. So once that's done, I was slated to train in December anyway. So I may even wait till December, or I may do it started in November. But I will definitely keep you guys up to date of what's going on. But other than that, my 2 month review of leasing, just a short overview. What I would tell you is, if you don't have that business mindset, to where you keep track of things, such as receipts, expenses, and just a little bit of math that you have to do. You know what I'm saying? Just a little bit of math, like not no algebra, geometry, or calculus, or nothing like that, but just a little bit of math. That to figure out, your mileage and stuff like that, and your fuel. You're probably gonna fail if you don't be mindful of that. Yes, you will make a lot of money. Yes, I've been doing pretty good, income wise and revenue wise, but you have to be self-disciplined to put your taxes away. That's a big one, because you'll look at your account and be like, yeah, I got all this money, but that's your tax money. So when you lease, you pay tax quarterly. I believe you can do it one lump sum throughout the year, but don't recommend that. But you got to be mindful and have that self-discipline when it comes to your money. Don't look at your account and be like, oh, I got all this money. If you need to have 2 separate accounts and make one account just your tax money, because you don't want to get caught up behind, and that's what I've done. So I have a business account, and then I pay myself out of the business account. So the only thing left in my business account is just my tax money. That's it. But yeah, other than that, lease it's been cool. My loads has been great. Really can't complain. I did one load for $258. But in turn, I ended up getting a $3,300 load. So, it was one of them things of, do me a favor, I'll do you a favor type deal. So, but nevertheless, yeah, I have no regrets about leasing. Just gotta keep it up here and make sure you do the right thing when it comes to your finances. So other than that, y'all be safe. I know it's been a minute, but like I said, I try to, go do some stuff or whatever and then come back and talk about it, rather than, popping videos out every single day. I know some people do that, some people don't. Some people do 1 or 2. I just quite frankly, you know, focus on being safe and trying to get this money. And then, like, if you do a video every day, you know, how much is there to talk about? You know what I mean? So, but I try to keep the content real, you know, transparent, like I told you I would. And again, I'm not perfect. You know, there's going to be things that happen. But as long as you grow and learn from it, you guys will be all right. So, other than that, I'm waiting to get a washout and head to my next pickup, picking up in Winchester, Virginia, heading to Massachusetts. So, another light load. Light loads are great. Don't burn as much fuel. So, other than that, y'all be safe. Keep that website going.